Hi, everybody. Those of us interested in legitimate science and ethical standards have been granted a real gift in that Brian Deere, a talented investigative reporter from the United Kingdom, has been really digging deep into the MMR scare that has plagued the UK. And really, he's kind of uncovered some amazing things with regard to how much these individuals have been paid by a particular law firm that was involved in the suits. As you can see here, we have is it Brendan Fraser, Encino Man, or whatever the guy was. I forget. I've never seen a movie of his, but looks rather like this gentleman, and I use that term quite loosely, on the left side of the screen, Andrew Wakefield. He's really the centerpiece around the whole pseudoscience involved with the MMR. I mean, it's really incredible how far that ball got rolling with absolutely nothing scientific to support it. But there he is, and I don't know who this individual is on his right or left, but she looks really happy, and I'll give you a reason why she might be really smiling. That's the fact that, again, this individual, Andrew Wakefield, was paid over £435,000. That's, for all of us U.S. people out there, that's a whole lot more than the equivalent in U.S. dollar, than just straight 435 U.S. dollars. That's approximately that's over 750,000 U.S. dollars. Plus, you got some extra expenses. But hey, who's looking at the thousands when you're looking at on the order of hundreds of thousands of dollars to generate nonsense and panic. And here we have Brian Deere has put together this amazing list, a big pal of his. Let's take a look at she's got just an absolutely enormous set of rings on her fingers. I can't tell if those are cubic zirconium or real diamonds, but hey, when you're knocking down almost $1 million for nonsense, no effort whatsoever, I'm sure that's probably real diamonds. Nevertheless, here we have an associate of his, Aitken, guy who was he resigned his post due to pornography, and he was at the Royal Hospital for Sick Children. Nice, that's sweet. £212,000 this guy was earning for his participation in the nonsense. But who else we got? Okay, Big Lou Grant, busting Mary Tyler Moore's chops. And here we got, apparently Lou went to med school too, in the form of Arthur Krigsman, charging $400 an hour. One of Wakefield's employees. He's on board for the ride. Man. And apparently he left Lenox Hill Hospital in New York City in December of 2004. Again, this is from Brian Deere's website here. Left Lenox Hill after a lawsuit, which was followed by an ethical inquiry. In August 2005, Brian reports here, the man was fined by the Texas Medical Board for misconduct. Now, he only pulled down 16,000 pounds, so that's, again, small potatoes. Hell, I'll take it, but, hey, compared to the big man, nothing. Ned Flanders here, Homer's neighbor, in the form of a Jeffrey Bradstreet, a good man of the good word. Let's prescribe a little exorcism here for an autistic child, shall we? Or maybe just give him a bunch of silver-laden chemicals. How about Sea Buddies? Let's make up something called Sea Buddies. Bradstreet, anyway. Imagine Tony Soprano if he was pasty and scared-looking. Here we have John O'Leary, former Wakefield partner, facing calls to disclose test gene sequences. Hey, no kidding, Mr. PCR man. If this guy was in charge of PCR, he owes a lot of people a lot of answers. Man, no lie. Here we have another dude, Paul Shattuck, and the guy Mike Fitzpatrick is quoted here on Brian's website. And this guy doesn't even have a doctor. He's not a doctor. He's Mr. Warm-Up for Wakefield on the talk circuit, and strong proponent of tests in urinalysis, Fitzpatrick, he's a noted author and GP in the UK. Mike's quoted here as saying it's impossible to evaluate Mr. Shattuck's findings because they have not been published in any form. I mean, can you imagine that? Making a bunch of claims about, clinically relevant things and never having published it and making tons of money off it? I mean, it's amazing. He says, Fitzpatrick adds, there's now a flourishing network of private laboratories offering these urinalysis and other tests. Dude, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. And speaking of not cool, we have Mr. Not Cool in the U.S. here himself, Mr. Martin Geyer, and as noted here by Mr. Deere, qualified as a geneticist. Here he is taking money, only 7,000 UK pounds. So that's, he went on the cheap there. But this dude, is he MMR? Is he anti-vax completely? Is he we know he's Mr. Lupron, made a patent deal with a large pharmaceutical, TAP Pharmaceutical, and set up a patent there, and then set up a practice to knock the autism right out of people with Lupron. Zero scientific evidence, unsubstantiated claims, setting up an own ethics committee, plagiarism. It's all being big shout out to Kathleen Seidel on her site Neurodiversity. Check out Brian Deere's work at briandeere.com. Great stuff.